and thirsty celebration of his birth race. Monsters, 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 monsters.
I was thinking we could start with something like "We Are," right? Like for our intro. We are. Or we'd like cut it.
We are Jelly Monsters.
Coming up on the screen and
Monsters. We are
photos,
Jelly Monsters.
a little bit of footage of us people sitting at other places.
We the Jelly Monsters. We ain't no jelly kid.
Are we gonna edit the podcast?
Well, no. What we do is so you already have an edited version of the intro.
Yep.
And then basically we push play when it's time for the intro on the live. We use an open broadcasting system and it'll come out.
Yep.
Sure.
We can play it straight to there.
I don't know what you just said, but yes. I think you just repeated what I just said.
I like to TV.
Huh?
To the TV.
Why?
So it's in the background as well. I don't know.
You know, he doesn't know.
I know, but I don't know.
Right. First Jelly Monster podcast. Buzzy Things with the Jelly Monster. What's up, Fano? So what we're going to do first, we've done
Introduce
a
ourselves.
fake intro's already happened.
Yeah.
So you've heard it. We are. And then we what do we say? It's all on there. It's over there on the computer that's recording.
Shut up. Hooky and
Oh, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. We'll go around.
Zilla. My name's Joseph, aka Hooky, aka.
He's
Yep.
he's reading off his phone who he is.
No.
You had to write this down earlier.
Yeah, I'm from Hamilton, but I live on the monster ship. I make beats, I rap, and I'm a ladies' man. Next.
Well, I'm an animals man. Nah. So my name's Bubba, and Jelly Bubba, Bubba Jali, and my other nickname is Buzzy. So yeah, I'm originally from Blenheim in the South Island, and I was raised in Hamilton. Lived a little bit around the world and around the motu here in Aotearoa, and now settled here in sunny Gisborne City, Turanganui Kiwa. I hail from Ngāti Porou on my mum's side. She's from Waipiro Bay, and I hail from the country of Wales over there. The Welsh hate the English too. Nothing against the English. And yeah, so we're about to start releasing some music and stuff, and we thought that podcast would be a great way for us to get out there and be part of the international scene and community. So yeah, Bubba ho, and this is us.
Titi Whānau. I'm Batman, all the way from Gotham City.
Batman, I'm the Joker.
Batman.
Fuck Batman.
AKA Zilla, AKA GB, AKA Zilla.
Zilla.
I'm all the way from TK, place called TK, Tikaraka.
No te kawari, no tokoro.
Raised up in
Go
Tikaraka. Raised up in Tikaraka, born in Gisborne.
What?
There's not really much to say. I rap.
How long
I
have you
try
been
to
rapping
sing.
for?
Yeah, tell us a little bit how long you've been rapping for, bro.
I don't know. I think I was like, how old am I? I think I've been rapping like.
How old are you?
How old are you?
We'll keep that out of the camera. I think I've been rapping like 20 years.
So you've been rapping since you were 1.
Nah, I'm a bit older than that, bro.
He's been rapping since before he was born.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was rapping in the womb.
How did you actually Hooky? How did you get into music?
Wow. How did I get into music? When I was younger, when I used to stay with my grandparents, back in the day, I used to be a graffiti artist. And I used to listen to a whole lot of rap music back then. And then one day I went and did a couple big pieces. They were in Hamilton and Frankton. Then I met a couple other graffiti artists.
Were those legal pieces?
Yes, at the Carlton takeaway it was because they let us. So yes.
You said a couple. Was the other one legal?
No, it was.
Here he is. Real name, Stephen Michelson. And he lives at 34 Ramfilly Crescent, just off Belfast.
Yeah, if you can go back through all the layers and layers and layers of paints that have been painted over the wall, you probably find my piece. Good luck. Anyway, yeah, I got introduced to a fellow named Omega B. I went to his house.
What does the B stand for?
Brett.
It does.
It does. And he's the DJ for Four Corners. And well, Brett had turntables, and I told him I want to do that, and that's what got me into music. Yeah, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about
That
yourself,
was my drive.
Bubba?
How did I get into
How
vaping?
did you?
Well,
Never mind, baby.
how did I get
How
into music? Well, let me tell you all the story. Once upon a time, in a small town called Grovetown in Blenheim, my mum and dad got a new stereo, and as a result, I got the old one, and the old one had a record player and recording capabilities onto cassette tape.
What was your first record? I remember mine.
Well, the first record that I ever bought, or the first record I ever got,
First record you ever played on your stereo?
Stevie Wonder Master Blaster Jamming album.
Nice.
Mine
So-
was Chin Check by NWE.
Nice.
My
Nice.
first vinyl was Fever Black Planet. Public
Mm.
Enemy.
Nice. So I grew up listening to 45s and 33s on the record player, so that was normal for me to listen to records. Everything from Charlie Pride to Engelbert Humperdinck to Stars on 45 to just lots and lots of Motown. So I grew up listening to lots and lots of Motown. Had a Māori mother and a white
What is
father.
Motown? Is that Morrinsville?
It is not Morrinsville.
Oh.
It is. It's do some research, kids. Do some research. Find out what Motown is. If you know the Jackson 5 and
The Polson 5?
and the there's only the Pulsing 1. No. So
Yeah.
the Jackson 5 and all that sort of stuff. You know, Diana Ross and the Supremes. That era. That's what I grew up listening to. And then I had a cousin named Cutty, rest in peace to my cousin. We were about 8, 9 years old. We used to listen to the radio and record it onto cassette and pretend that we were the radio DJs announcing the new songs, and we'd have little segments. We were podcasting before podcasting is podcasting. We were doing that shit when we were kids. So I got used to listening to myself recorded. Around about 1995, I met a DJ called DJ Cool C. Oh, this little bitch. DJ Cool C. Know what my fun is? I just have to deal with my pussy. So, yeah, so DJ Cool C, he was a DJ, and he was a rapper, and at the time I was actually heavily into Metallica and Sepultura and Downside and Pantera. I had a friend named Maloney who was big tall Samoan fella who wore tight, skinny
Post
black
Maloney?
jeans. Post Maloney.
Post Maloney?
Yeah, because this conversation is happening after, so yeah, it is Post Maloney. And yeah, and so I was sort of into hip hop as well a little bit, and this guy got us to rap, and we loved it, fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since way back in the days.
Since pimping.
Been pimping since pimping, been pimping
Since pimping.
since pimping.
Yeah.
Right. How'd you get into rapping, brother?
Myself.
Pass the little one.
Oh no. I used to go to church.
I What church did you go
We
to?
need subtitles for this.
Yeah.
I just go to Waikohu Parish.
Just to go
What was
church.
that?
Used to go to church.
Was it Christian faith? Woman?
Christian
Satan?
faith.
You believe in the devil?
Mormons are Christians.
And they had
Are they Christians or Mormons?
I don't know.
Do you believe in the devil when you were at church?
No, I never actually looked. I never actually cared. Anyway,
Anyway,
Anyway.
went to church. Went to church.
they had a youth group, and that youth group had like talent shows and things of this nature. And all I knew was NWA. All I knew
What
was
does NWA stand for?
niggas with attitude.
No.
No.
N-words with attitude.
N-word with attitude.
N-word with
Oh.
attitude. We can't say the
I can't
N-word.
say it.
I'm
Who's
part
No,
saying
black.
you can't.
it?
No,
No.
I'm half
you
black.
can't. No, he can't.
No, it's,
We are Maori.
We are mindful.
Just like African Americans or N-words can't say hori. We can't say the
I don't know
N-word.
about that.
No, they can't call us hori. Only we can call us hori. It's an insult. You hear lots of white boys around New Zealand going, oh, what a hori thing. They can't say it. It was an insult to us that we claimed. Just like the N-words claimed the N-word for themselves, the H-word is ours. If you're not us, you can't call us hori without being
Don't
insulting.
call us a Hamiltonian for nothing.
Yeah. I could call myself a hori. I could call him a hori. I could call him a hori. But flipping Steve Jobs down the road, if you call me a hori, you want to fight. Anyway, now that we've had the political conversation, he was in a church group.
Talent shows and of that nature.
Hey, anyway. So they were all making songs and things like that, and all I knew how to do was rap from listening to NWA.
Yes.
And so,
Who's your favourite NWA artist?
Easy. I always envision myself as
Jesus.
a young Easy.
And on our beautiful sisters. And we praise them unto you.
Thank the Lord.
Praise Jesus!
Thank you, Lord, for these beautiful creatures.
Nice.
Jelly Monster snippet there for you people. Yeah, so he thought he could rap like N-words with attitude.
And I ended up opening for a guy called Rapture Ruckus.
Yeah. What's Rapture Ruckus, bro? Is that like a festival?
He's a Christian rapper from America.
Nice.
And from there, I left the youth group, all that stuff, and became a battle rapper.
Battle rap?
What's battle rap?
What is battle
What
rap?
is a battle rapper? Is that... Yeah, what is a battle rapper? Tell me what a battle rapper is. 'Cause I'm not a battle rapper.
I don't know. I feel like it's just
I like
Two
the budget
MCs.
was battle.
standing face to face, competitively rapping. I feel like that's all it is.
Right.
But
That's a
when
bit more than
you
that.
square off with another person and you show your skills, you try to outsmart them with
Like-
your words,
Like Chico Bean
or Chico
and
Bean.
Carlos Miller.
Prime example. And so from there, I ended up.
Like Latu, Locking Latu and Buzzy Beats.
Don't put me in there category, bro.
Oh, Buzzy Beats
Fucking Latu and Buzzy Beats.
destroys Locking Latu. Whoever the fuck they are.
Buzzy does his first on-stage battle against the worst rapper in New Zealand.
He was mean, bro. He smashed you. He was the man.
He smashed all expectations.
He probably smashed himself
That
too
was
when he
the
went back to the motel
That was
too.
the most prepared. That was the most prepared he'd ever been for a battle.
Actually, it was.
So I give props to him for putting in the time and effort to actually not be suck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nah, he was still rubbish, but yeah.
But you still suck, Latu.
Good on him.
So.
Yeah.
And you watched this because you are a fan.
Yeah, monster.
Because you came up to me afterwards and pretty much.
Well, did he try to do the gag? Oh, mate.
Did he go balls deep?
It's not hard. We've only got half an inch.
I got half of that.
Yeah, half a.
Mm.
Right, so that's a little bit about us, who we are, where we come from. I really sponsored by Pineapple Lumps, the poly maker. Now the cheap, nasty ones from, is it New World up there? Countdown.
from
Kaiti Mall.
MAORI'S from Countdown.
Countdown. The cheap, nasty ones are way better than these.
Is that Countdown?
Is it Countdown?
Yeah, they're
New
called
World.
Countdown products.
New World. Yeah. So shout out to Kaiti Mall New World for your Countdown products.
Kujo Mall.
No, it's pretty.
Busy.
I call
No,
my.
let's not go there. Let's not be gangsters.
That's not gangster. That's what it's called.
No, it's crazy.
No.
I call myself Easy E and I'm wearing a Death Row hat.
You know what that means? Identity crisis. Right. Okay. Let's get on to our first segment, which is,
What was it again?
I don't know. It's on the computer, which is recording us.
We're obviously well prepared.
Yeah, well, this is just, it's just us.
We run.
Dummies run. What are we going to talk about? Who we are. Right, so Jelly Monster Music. We're going to be coming out within the next 6 months-ish. Our plans are to take over the universe because we aren't from here. Earth, that is. We plan to give all sneak peeks of releases, and everything that we're doing is going to happen here on this podcast. So it's not going to be... You'll hear something here before you hear it released to SoundCloud or any of the other platforms. So you guys are in luck to hear what's coming up while it's still rough, while it's still in theory going on.
Well, it's still in fairyland.
Yeah, still in fairyland. So, what am I vaping on, you might ask?
What are you vaping on there, Buzzy?
Well, thank you for asking me. I'm happy to answer that question. Today I always have with me my handy dandy mouth to lung. It's the Aspire Zealous. It has 2,500 milliamps. It comes with a 0.7 battery.
Is it Zealous or Cialis?
It's Zealous.
Zealous.
Now, the Aspire Zealous is good to imitate the smoking habit. So you take it into your mouth like so, and inhale it, and then exhale it. And the flavour that I'm vaping on today is Raspberry Coke, made by Crafty here in New Zealand. Really in China. In New Zealand. It's a New Zealand brand made in China.
Raspberry Coke.
Raspberry Coke. Now this flavour is one of our new flavours up at Barwick's Vape Mart. Proudly sponsored by those motherfuckers too soon. Hey bro Jace. Hook us up with a camera cuzzy.
There.
So yeah, that's why I always have this on me. This is my mouth to lung. This is what stops me from smoking. For all you dirty, filthy fucking smokers out there.
Have you got your thing around your neck?
Like, all you dirty, filthy fucking smokers out there, you need to really think about considering not smoking, because there's 5,000 chemicals in a cigarette. There's only 4 or 5 in a vape.
And I'm fucking asthmatic.
Will it blow up in your face? Possibly. But
Will
if
the
you're
cigarette blow
safe,
up in your face?
no,
Possibly.
no, not unless you put some fucking explosives in it. What else do I have here, you might ask? Can you see that? Probably not.
It's a dildo.
This is the Purge Fallout, and this is actually the prototype version. So if you just zoom in quickly, because we have a massive camera crew here, zoom in on that. It says 000 prototype. There's no other one like this in the world. And guess how much it cost, Fano? Thanks for asking. Well, this cost $1,250.
Is that $1,250?
That's $1,250, and the battery's
New
going
Zealand.
for it. New Zealand dollars.
Man.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
eh?
a lot of money.
So some assholes will be thinking,
That
why
could
the
have been our
fuck?
camera.
Why the fuck would you spend that much money on a vape? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm a fucking addict. And when I see something I like, all reasoning and logic goes out the window.
Cameraman, pen left to the shelf. He's an addict.
Oh, shit.
Yep, all shit goes out the window, and I get what the fuck I want when I want it, because I need it now, because I'm an addict. Okay?
And what other products do you have on the table, Mr. Thomas?
Well, thank you for using my real name,
Richard Thomas.
Dickhead Paulson. No. So, this juice here is called Yang, and it's a nice melon blend. A little bit of rock melon, a little bit of honey melon, a little bit of watermelon.
Can I have a smell of it, please, Sue?
You may. Right,
Thousands and thousands of particles.
This here is pink grenade. I'm also vaping on this. This is just my drippy juice. This is thick juice.
And what flavour is the pinky grenade?
Wouldn't you want to know what flavour the pink grenade is? This is not pussy flavour, but I wish it was, because pussy is delicious.
It looks more like a bullet than a grenade.
A bullet?
Oh, it looks like a magic bullet.
A suppository? Right. So this is actually pink lemonade with a little bit of sherbet, fizzy flavours, and it's very delicious. And
How much does that cost for one of those?
A bottle of this is only $35 from your local retailer. A bottle like this with 100 mils is only $30.
Beauty, mate.
This bottle here is $18 for 30 mils with 12 milligram juice. This is 6 milligrams. This is 3 milligrams.
And what do you have at the front there?
Oh, I have something around my neck.
Yes.
Thanks for asking. This is the Aspire AVP Pod Mod. So it comes with pod systems, and what you do is you put your juice in the front there, put it in the back, fills it up. You don't even have to push a button, just plugs in, and you suck.
You suck.
That's what she said.
Rightio.
That's enough about vaping, because vaping sucks. Get it? Vaping sucks? Fuck you don't know. Rightio. That'll be a better sound in the future.
Zilla.
That sounds like the last shot, and it's going.
That is a Zilla sound too. You watch King of the Monsters?
No.
Watch King of the Monsters.
We should have a movie segment too, eh?
Movie segment. That's something to add to the shit that we're already not doing well. No. That's a good idea, right? It's a good idea. Rightio.
Maybe.
Now, we're going to talk about some... I've got someone to talk about. Let's talk about Blueface. You know about Blueface?
No, I don't know what's Blueface.
Fuck this motherfucker.
Is he a crip?
Is this on TV or something?
He's a crip. He's a crip.
Does he seize up, eh?
He's a crip.
Yep.
Does he rap out of time?
He raps. He raps out of time.
And
guess
is he
what?
really rich?
He's one of the biggest artists in the world right now.
And hallelujah.
And he actually raps out of
And
time.
he raps
Yeah,
out of time, off beat. It's really amazing to the youth, but to us that have a few greys in our pubic area,
I'm almost there.
Sound vomit.
yeah, we are, not major fans, to be honest.
How do you rap off beat?
Exactly, like if you have flow, I've found if you have flow, pretending to not have flow is nearly impossible. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you go
Like
ahead.
trying to rap unco?
I don't know.
He doesn't know because he's half unco, so he can do both. He can be blue face and red face.
No, I can't.
But those of us that have full flow, you can't rap off beat. It's fucking
Yeah,
hard.
no, we can't rap.
So, you got to give it to the motherfucker that he can rap off beat, because that's actually a talent. That's a skill that you and I don't have.
He's the only one doing it.
And no, there's heaps of cunts doing it now.
Oh, they're
bro.
doing it now.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a trendsetter.
He's a trendsetter, bro. And how it came about was he was actually he had actually been offered a scholarship from his college to go and play from his high school to go play college football in the South, and he was from LA, and he was from a Crip family in a Crip neighborhood, and that was the life that he led. But he was an excellent gridiron player. So they took him down south. He went to university there. He started playing. He had a full scholarship, full ride, and then he got homesick. So he went home to LA. He gave up the scholarship, and he had some friends that were in the music industry, some beat makers and producers, and he was chilling with one day. And the guy that he was chilling with left something in his car. So the guy calls him up and he's like, "Hey, yo, Blueface, I left some shit in your car. Can I come get it?" And he's like, "Yeah, sweet." Goes over, gets the shit out of the car, and he's like, "Oh, I'm off to the studio. Do you want to come?" And he's like, "Yeah, sweet, I'll come and chill." So he went off to the studio with this producer guy. and they were listening to some beats in the booth, and he's like, "Oh fuck, chuck me on, man! I'll give this a go." This is literally the story that he told. Chuck me on, brother. I'll have a blat. I'll just see if I can rap. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes.
Like Easy.
And then he spat the most off-flow shit, and
Like
everyone was like, "What the fuck?
Like
This
Easy.
is the next big thing." And they were right.
Like Easy.
What the fuck?
Who thought they?
What the fuck? So I went into a studio the following week and I started farting into a microphone. And you know what? People weren't impressed. I thought it was the next big thing, but it wasn't. I'm going to try burps next. But it's pretty bad, hey? It's pretty bad lyrics. It's pretty bad raps. It's pretty shit, to be honest.
I'm gonna go home and listen to this.
Yeah, so Blueface.
Blueface. Blueface.
Yeah, he's definitely outside the box. He's not boom bap. He's not trap. He's fucking crap. Anyway, I don't listen to you, Blueface, but fucking good on you, bro, for opening up another lane for young motherfuckers who can't rap to be in the rap game.
How did you get into battle rap?
Battle rap. Oh, that's an interesting question, bro. Thank you for asking. I got into battle rap only recently on a technical forum. So I'm currently a battle rapper. I'm battling a guy from Auckland named Lazy Eye in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Prior to that, I battled a dude named Locking Latu from Auckland as well.
Yeah, see, because I feel like it's crazy how you can come in, have one battle, and be said you're the greatest on the East Coast.
Well, see, there's some whakapapa to that. Whakapapa for you Parangi Pākeas means history, some genealogy. The history to that is my rapping started off in H-Town, Bridge City, Hamilton, 07. And what we did over there was we were very street. So our hip-hop was very street. Battles used to go on in the main streets in the city centre by all our sort of homies. So we were classed as homies back then. There were homies, there were skaties, there were townies, there were surfies. We were the homies.
That was me.
And then, yeah, homos. And
Typing.
so you know, we were all the homies were on the street, and some of us had some skills around rapping. There was others of us that had some skills around graffiti art. Others of us that got skills around DJing. Both of us. And then there was others of us that were breakdancers, and we all did a little bit of breaking and stuff. Yeah, like I just said, DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
And so the other thing is as the culture got stronger and stronger, Hamilton became quite a mecca for Aotearoa hip hop in terms of MCs would come from all around New Zealand to come and battle in Hamilton because the culture there was strong. South Auckland thought they had the best rappers of all time because the Decepticons had come out. But to be honest, those fellas came down to Hamilton to battle in our arena because some of the dopest battle rappers were in H-Town. In fact, we used to run a underground hip-hop night at the Catalyst Bar on Victoria Street, and then Taina and the Four Corners opened up upstairs in the Catalyst, and they drew a massive crowd because they were so popular and they were in the industry at the time. The Dubious Brothers records had just dropped. Four Corners had a couple of singles and videos out. Four Corners had also done a collaboration with Scribe at the time. Scribe was blowing up with his Crusaders shit and the stuff that he had dropped, Scribe 2001 on the Major Flavors EP. So all that sort of stuff was going on, and Nisha Mystic had been touring with Taina, and all those people from around the country would come to H-Town. And so I was a little bit up in that scene. I was known to be a battle rapper, but I wasn't mainstream, so I was definitely still underground.
Were you a part of a group back then?
Yeah, so I started off in a crew called the Few MCs, and then we developed to a certain point, and then I sort of extended on and then joined to another group called the G Official MCs, which came from a youth sort of gang crew called the Goodfellas Squad. We were the Hamilton version of the Auckland version. And then we did a lot of shows and things like that. We performed for the youth and did some free events. We performed for the Māori Queen. Did a lot of cool stuff. And something I suppose to cut it down shorter, like something that stayed with me my entire life since finding hip hop and rap is that I do it all the time. So that's something I've never quit. I've quit eating chocolate. I've quit going to the
Would you like another chocolate, brother?
I've quit pineapple lumps. I've quit drinking. I've quit smoking. I've quit doing drugs. I've quit pussy for certain amounts of time. I quit everything. But you know one thing that doesn't? I don't quit rapping. I rap all the time. I'm writing lyrics all the time. I hear a beat, I rap. I'm now in a position in my work where I actually help to nurture and direct young, upcoming rappers in their art form.
So are you like KRS-One? In a way.
Kind of.
Similarities.
Yeah, there's some similarities here. So the battling thing, basically me and the Cuzzy Tyner were sitting in Smash Palace observing this battle scene that had popped up in Gisborne. No one there, except probably the bro Zilla, knew who we were in terms of MCs. Tyner's one of the greatest freestylers of all time, and I put that internationally. His freestyle skill is just beyond. He's also a battle champ from New Zealand Battle Leagues back when we used to battle on beats.
Shout out to Tyler Keelan.
Shout out to the Cuzzy. And so we were sitting there together, just chilling, hanging, and we were listening to these two dudes rap. One's name was Locking Latu, and another guy's name was The Compressor. Now, I've watched a bit of 1 Ounce before, but not too much. And I was completely disgusted that this was what was representing the East Coast in terms of hip-hop. And I thought, fuck, this is terrible. So I turned to the Cuzzy, I said, Cuz, do you reckon I should enter? He said to me, it's not really fair. Now that's true, and I agreed with him. I said, no, well, yeah, it's not really fair, but no one knows me here. I haven't been in the battle scene. All the music that we released back in 2011, was it? #1 album that me and this cat did. No one really knew because I released it under an alias. And so, yeah, it was just sort of like, no, I can't let this go on. I can't let Gisborne be represented by these clowns from out of town who can't fucking rap. And so I went to the promoter afterwards and I said, hey, bro, how do I get into this? He said, yeah, we'll link up, I'll make some contact. He contacted me, he goes, hey, do you want to battle Locking Latu? I don't remember who the fuck those two clowns were. I was like, yeah, sweet, I'll battle anyone, bro. I don't care. I just want to get in there and battle and show that, East Coast is fucking dope and we got some mean MCs here. And then, yeah, it ended up being that clown that I saw battle what made me want to battle because of how bad he was. and I felt stink for him. And it's fair enough too, because the Cuzzy said it wasn't fair, and it wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair.
And it's still not fair. It's still not fair that I'm in this battle league, and I really didn't want to battle this battle that's coming up, because it's not fair. Because without telling you how old I am, I've been doing this shit since doing this shit. But I haven't never jumped into a battle and done this shit officially. So I sort of jumped in to do it, and just to show that fucking we got dopeness here in the East Coast. And I'm looking forward to this battle with Lazy Eye. He's pretty good.
He's coast.
Yeah, he's pretty good. And so I don't want to blame my own horn, but I still think he's not on my caliber. But that's cool. He's battled some big names. He's consistent.
Yeah,
and
I'm a fan.
I like it. I like his style.
I like his style.
It's very hoary.
Shout out to Ryan, Lazy Eye.
Yeah, it's very hoary. It's very him. It's cool. He's original, and he always says shit about being the most overlooked underdog, which I'm going to fucking kill you with. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to battling him. I think he should stick to spoken word poetry, though, because he's way better at that than he is at battling.
Yeah.
So, and I'll be exactly saying that shit too. Anyway, so that's how I got into battling. I'm probably leaving battling. Basically, now I'm at the point, like, after one battle, actually, I battled on the New Zealand versus USA card first.
Yeah,
Bitter N-word named Hussein, who didn't prepare well for me because he was underestimating who we are on the coast, or in New Zealand, sorry. And then,
just the coast.
Yeah, pretty much is what the dopeness is. So, yeah, basically after this battle with Lazy Eye, I'm just hanging my gloves up again. I'm not going to say I'm retiring because I never really had a career.
You're just giving up.
I'm just available for purchase.
Oosh.
And I've told Ike that, and I've told the other cunts in the other leagues that have been getting at Ike trying to battle me.
So am I.
If you want me to battle in your town against whoever you got, you pay me. You pay my airfare, you pay my travel, you
Fuck
pay my
you.
accommodation, you pay
Pay
my
me.
food, fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you,
You
pay
want me to
me.
jump on stage? Fuck you, pay me. You want me to do anything outside of that battle? Fuck you, pay me.
And if all you big leagues still after me, you're not getting me without him.
You know,
That's the end of it.
fuck you, pay us. So, you might even want the Jelly Monsters to open your fucking show for you, because that's how fucking cool we are. I so thought that was going to be hands clapping.
Here's your clip. I haven't broken nothing yet.
Yeah, this is all conceptualizing where we're going. Rightio, let's move on to the next segment, which is our beat segment, where we're going to listen to Hooky Monster, aka DJ Aces, hit it on the ones and twos. No, I'm joking. There's no turntables here, and he's going to kill it with a fucking live on the spot sampling beat that you can do at home if you were as cool as us.
If you're as cool as us. Yeah.
Oh, nostril hairs, nostril hairs. Oh. Sometimes I got a hair in my left nostril, have to pull it out. Makes my eyes ball. Yeah,
Wow.
I get teary eyes till I materialize in front of these guys like, surprise, I'm a magician, I'm a genie. Until you rub me, she didn't see me. Oh, that's whack. If you go, oh, at the end of something, it sounds better. Oh, just like that. And that's a wrap. Yo, so we're going to plan to do in our podcast, we're going to do what? We're going to do...
The snack section.
So we're going to have a snack section every week. We're going to eat something that's snackable. We're going to...
Beatable.
We're going to do eatables, beatables,
And
and we're going to talk about something important every time, something that's like kind of relevant to the world that's going on.
treatable.
We're also going to talk about like a bit of music or something. It doesn't have to be hip hop. We're going to talk about someone like, oh, we listened to this song by this person and it's in this genre, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. And someone else thought, that's fucking shit. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk a little bit about vape every week. Very, very short, right at the start. And what else?
Maybe not. In the movie section. What movie did we watch this week? And rated out of 10.
We could use the movie section as like a backup section.
Yeah.
And we might have some live guests from time to time. So if you're watching this right now, it means that you've found our first
That
ever...
means you're a hacker.
You found our first ever podcast that we didn't cast. Fucking amazing that you found this, because it's only on this computer. And I don't have the internet because I didn't pay my bill. So if you've got to spare $230 to pay my fiber bill, you can have the copy of this for $9.99 and .99
For every 10 minutes.
for every 3-minute section. Right. So let's see if we can talk about something serious.
Alright, let's talk about something serious.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Got something to talk about. The suicide rate.
Ooh,
Let's talk about something serious.
that's serious.
And
That's crazy.
it's been
Two
happening.
this week alone.
Hey.
Here in Gisborne.
Every.
Look at that. I know. And we're lucky we've got a professional here who can shine a bit of light on the situation.
Yeah, well, I don't even think it's me as a professional. This basically means
Yeah,
that
just
I've got a little bit of inside knowledge to what goes on sometimes. But for the most part, it's about whānau, and it's about loving and caring each other and you know, aroha. You know, so shout out to Rob Mokaraka, bro, for his shop, bro, play that he it's about coming out of the darkness with love. You know, you need to be loved out of that darkness, that dark place. They refer to depression as the black dog, which is funny because it's both gangs. Nah, so
It's my name of Popular
yeah.
They say you the black dog.
Rightio. So we have an epidemic, so to speak. They call it an epidemic. It's not really. It's a lot of things happen in a small town like this. In Gisborne, we only have, I think it's 40,000 people spread over. Oh, we have 28,000 homes in the Gisborne region, and that's spread out across the coast. So all the way up to Tiki Tiki, all the way over to the Whariratas. There's 28,000 households, and we have one of the worst suicide rates in the developed world. So we're one of the worst in New Zealand, so we usually fight between us and Northland, so that's up in Ngāpuhi land. So Ngāpuhi land and Rongo Whakata, Ngāti Porou land, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. There's a lot of mamai that's not being dealt with. And we can blame it on many things. We can blame it on colonization, assimilation, pepper potting, all the things, urbanization that happened to our whānau before the Pākehā came and colonized us. And remember, I'm both. I'm both tangata tiriti and tangata whenua, so I can take different perspectives on that.
I am too. I'm
So
half Irish.
yeah, so there we go. So it's but there's an effect on the people that were here that still remains. Now, does that mean that accounts for the domestic violence and the sexual abuse and the other things that goes, drugs and alcohol addictions and things that goes on in the whānau that causes some of the depression onto the young people? Or, you know, we have 30-year-olds killing themselves, 40-year-olds.
50-year-olds.
So everyone kills themselves, but we want to have one of the highest youth suicide rates. So I think the last sort of research stuff that I did, it showed that the most vulnerable is 24 to 33-year-old males.
And what is that usually over?
And more Māoris.
In states?
And they say that statistically a lot of it's to do with relationships. But deeper into those statistics and deeper research finds that it's a lot of it is drug and alcohol related as well. And past trauma not dealt with. So I personally would attach domestic violence, drug and alcohol addiction to suicide. So domestic violence, I include in that sexual violence. So sexual violence towards our kids and domestic violence observed by children affects who they become as adults. And then when that cycle starts repeating for them, it can be very sore for them to try and deal with what's going on because they never saw anyone above them deal with it properly. And it's hard to put your hand out and say, can you please help me? Because we're a proud race.
Mm.
So Māoris are 3 times more likely to kill themselves than Pākehās. You know, so that's pretty shocking statistics.
I'm a proud person. I hate asking for help.
Yeah, yep. So the bro brings us salads, but I don't ask for them. Even if we're running out. Even though he told us to ask, because that's my pride. I'm too proud to be like, oh, bro, salad, you know, that sort of shit. I'm even too proud to, like, ask for, bro, you got any spare juice? I suppose I got to the point in my life where I'm sort of like, I've got everything I need. Yeah, I don't need anybody. And that's where people want to be. They want to be in this place where they just feel like, I don't need anything. I don't need anybody. Nobody has to support me. And that's where we're all trying to get in life. But why? When we have everyone helping us. So that's me checking myself on my pride. So you can have some salads. Anyway, so, you know, but we also, even though, like, I know this fella makes mad-ass beats, but I don't continuously harass him like, bro, you make us some beats. Tyner makes mad beats. Like, I feel fucking my asking him, like, bro, can I have a beat or two? It's just pride, eh? So imagine if you're not gonna ask for a fucking, you're not gonna ask someone for one of their pineapple lumps, so you're gonna ask them to come and talk to you about how you feel inside. And then you got males. Males.
I'm the worst.
We're fucking idiots.
Yes.
Males are complete
Yes.
fucking idiots.
I preach this to my
We will not
woman.
talk to each other about how we feel because of the fucking masculinity that we feel is something more important.
I talk to Buzzy about my feelings.
All males except for... Oh, what happened there? Still going? We're frozen. Oh,
Steve Jobs.
still recording. Still recording. Oh, shit. They've tapped into our feed. Or is the screen frozen? Do you want to just wiggle the mouse on the thing?
Hey, even the recording thing stopped.
No, it's still recording, bro.
It's still recording.
No, leave it. Well,
how are you?
hey, you just disappeared, bro. Well, if it's still recording, just for the purposes of this recording, that's a pretty deep, dark subject, and I think that we should cover it in a proper podcast.
Yes, we should.
But we're going to wrap it up there,
We almost made the hour.
assuming that we actually got it going. Things working out. We're going to look at this back and observe ourselves. But, thanks for listening, Far Night. And here's our outro song. Next week, we're going to talk about... What are we talking about next week?
And I didn't want to waste your time. And now I gotta
That's actually a good outro song, yeah.
You get it while the beat is good. I don't want to
Next time.
Next time. Didn't want to waste your time.
And now I gotta wait in line.
We didn't want to waste your time. I hope you enjoyed your time with us. Talking about Buzzy Things.
The
Jelly Monsters.
want to waste your time. And now I gotta wait in line.
Subscribe, like, and do all those cool things. Yo.
Yeah. Right, is all
That
out.
was pretty good.
Hey.